Shalom, Kol Halal Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai Bahasham Rakaha Kwadash. Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. The would-be judges, the 144,000, and the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners among the heathen nations that have the appearance of the heathen nations. And to the few Akwaf that are listening and learning, to you I say Shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago, coming at you with another lesson in truth. And this is a video that I saw earlier, and I sent it out to a few people. The elder Uriah put it in one of the group me chats. And the strange thing is that I put it in, and the video's coming up, and it's the same story, but it's a different person. The one that I saw was a woman narrating. This one is a man. And this is what historic uplift. Well, the other ones was some white guy in the thumbnail, some Edomite, some pale guy. No such thing as white people. No such thing as black people. And you can see the name of the video is I died, and what Jesus revealed about black people will shock you. And it said Jesus, is different, a little bit different, because mine read terrifying testimony of Jesus. So anyway, same story, because I played it, so I found the spot that I wanted. And first, we're going to attack that name. All right. Anyone who saying the name Jesus is not telling you the whole truth. G, the J-E meaning earth, sus meaning pig. All right. The Lord, his true name was Yahushai. All right. And as it says in 2 Corinthians 2:11 and 22, are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I. Are they the seed of Abraham? So am I. So the whole Bible is about the Hebrew Israelites, whom some people began calling Christians, the ones who followed the Hamashiach. All right. Who the world fraudulently and falsely calls earth pig. All right. And then with that word black, I just did a lesson on this, how black isn't the people. And the elder Yashawamba sent me an image of the quote that I used from the video about that. And so I'm going to read it and put it on the screen. So it's really an act of hate to refer to us as black people. And it's an act of stupidity to refer to yourself as black people. But here's a definition of black. All right. And it says, first, there is no nation of black Americans, nor is there a black America in any documented record in the world over. So you won't find it. All right. In 1681, they self-proclaimed themselves white, and that in Virginia, and that's what you first see in law, that term written, but you won't find it in black. All right. It says, and this is from the Black's Dictionary, by the way. That's the source. This is either volume 1 or volume 2. But it says, black Americans are what is referred to in law as a misnomer, or collectively misnomers. Look that word up. As you well know, grammatically, black is an adjective. That's why you never see black in capital letters. See, when you see in the title of this video, they had to type that in. When you're typing and you put in white people, the W will automatically go to capital in some cases. Or how to give you a little squiggly line that is incorrect. It won't do that with black. You have to purposely put in the capital B because it isn't so. All right. Go show you how much they care about your blackness. All right, it says, as you well know, grammatically, meaning in grammar, black is an adjective and it's not a proper noun. Socially and politically, black implies civiliter mortis, which means dead. In the eyes of the law, like the scripture says, and their dead bodies were in the city. All right, that was talking about America. When you're a no people, when you're a misnomer, you're a no people, you're dead. All right. So the prophecy, this is fitting prophecy in scripture to the T. Black Americans is not a nationality nor a nation. Therefore, black has no political interest nor powers in a free national constitution that was prepared for all free national beings. So if you want to screenshot it and keep it, there it is in its entirety. That the source is from the Black's Law Dictionary, all right, that they use in your American courts today. All right, there's a name. Civil or Mortis, Black Laws Dictionary. Now the Black Laws Dictionary, the Black Laws is capital, but Black people is not. When you go to Black people, it's always a lowercase. Go type it for yourself and watch what happens. You have to put you have to make the B capital in its own. So we wanted to get that out the way before we even start this. So I'm going to play about maybe, 7 or 8 minutes of this video and stop it here and there to add a scripture and clarification as to what is happening. All right. The him that he saw or she saw is Yahushai.
Saw him. Standing there, at the end of the tunnel, was a figure unlike any I had ever seen before. He radiated light, not just around him, but from him. His presence was overwhelming. Love, peace, power, all wrapped into...
All right. Said he was radiating light when she saw him. So let's go to a scripture where he saw him, because the first one I watched was a female, so I was trying to find it. But but this is Revelation 1, and revelation means to reveal. So the Lord revealed himself in the Bible, and people ignore it. That's why the scripture says, those who believe on me, as the scripture have said, which the average Christian doesn't acknowledge what the Bible actually says. Once again, that's John 7:38. He that believeth on me, as the... Matter of fact, let me just read it, then I'll read Revelation. He that believeth on me, as the scripture have said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. And that living water is the truth. That's how you get cleansed. That's how you actually get baptized. You get baptized by the word. Water was symbolic for a time period, but that's now, because what if you're in a place where there is no water? You actually get cleansed and baptized by the hearing of the word, by the way. All right. It's not necessary. Besides, you're going to have somebody baptize you in some water that was in the name of Earth Pig. Come on, man. All right. But Revelation, I started verse 1. This is Revelation 1:1. And it reads, the revelation of Yahushai HaMashiach, all right, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants, which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by an angel unto his servant John. Okay. So so it was revealed to John what he looked like. Why? Because the Lord's image was crucified here in Babylon along with our dead bodies. They etched out his image. Because if you were going to actually have, a relic to represent the servant of the Lord, you'd be better off with a menorah, right? A 7 candle in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, which represents the 7 original churches, not 9. That's some false religion-ish stuff, all right? So the Lord appeared within us. So when she saw him, all right, And like it says in here, Revelation 1 and 13, and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to his foot, and girt about the paps with the golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were a flame of fire. And his feet were like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice was like the sound of many waters. So he had white woolly hair, all right, and he had dark skin, as if it had burned. So just like you're looking at the earth, all right. In Jeremiah 14th chapter, it says Judah, which is a tribe that the Lord came from, all right, is blackened to the ground, or, dark, all right, like the ground. Jeremiah 14 and 2, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, all right, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. Remember the word black, and that's with the small case lettering, all right. But they are a dark people. They are a colored people, a bronze people, people that look like the sardine and the jasper stone. All right. And when you're starving to death, you're even darker. So matter of fact, going back to Revelation and Salakia, all these scriptures are coming out, but but these are necessary for you to have an understanding when he's revealed. All right, this is the Revelation still. Revelation 4, and the point is in 3, but I'm going to start at 1. And after this I looked, and behold, a door was opened in heaven, and a voice which I heard was as if it were a trumpet talking to me, which said, Come up hither, and I will show you the things which must be hereafter. And immediately I was in the spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven, and the one that sat on the throne, and he that sat was to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone. All right, now hold on. Let me go back to the receipts. Here's a jasper and a sardine stone. All right. And remember that word black, they hijacked the word swarthy and replaced it with black. I have evidence on that too. All right, because swarthy is referring to complexion. Black means dead. So like the scene that I love to use as evidence from American Gods. But Mr. Nancy, when he says, oh, y'all don't know y'all black yet. When these Dutch motherfuckers decided that y'all was black and that they was white, see, it's all made up. Okay? You have to understand that. And before we go on and let the video play again, here's a definition from the Oxford Dictionary, all right, from the 1600s. And the book is from the 1800s. The definitions go all the way back to the 1600s. All right. And this is from wool. All right. The short, crispy, curly hair of a Negro. Also the hair of the head. So when the Bible said his hair like wool, well, it's talking about the hair of a Negro. All right. And then you can screenshot that. London Gazette. And then it gave you from 1697. The London Gazette, number 3256. Even tell you where to find it. A runaway Negro boy, the wool off the right side of his head about the breadth of a crown piece. All right. 1730 South Hall Bugs. Meeting with an uncommon Negro, the hair, or rather the wool on the side of his beard and breast being as white as snow. Enough said. Screenshot it. All right. Now, back to the video.
To 1, I knew without a doubt that I was standing before Jesus. I couldn't move. I couldn't speak. All I could do was feel, and what I felt was beyond words. He looked at me, and in that single gaze, I saw my entire life flash before